Hi and welcome to this video. My name's Danny and today I'm going to teach you how to play the song I Love Your Presence by Bethel Music and sung by Jenn Johnson. Now I know it's not originally by Bethel Music, it's by a British worship leader, I believe. I can't remember his name right now. But anyway, I'm doing it based off of the Bethel version from the album Here Is Love. So I'll get into that in just a minute, but before we do, I just want to let you know, if you want to learn how to play worship piano or contemporary piano, kind of like I was doing there at the end with some improv and some nice sounding chords and stuff, then I have a book written just for you, and it's called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano, and that's exactly what it will teach you, how to play amazing sounding worship piano. And I'll talk more about it at the end, but there's a link in the description below this video, so if you're interested, then feel free to check that out. Alright, so we're just going to get right into it, starting with the key, which Bethel does it in the key of B flat major. So let's just look at that real quick, the key signature and the scale, and then we'll get into the chords for the song and some other good stuff. The key of B flat major has two flats, and those are B flat and E flat. So let's go through the scale real quick just to make sure we have that down really well. I'll play through it for you, and I'd invite you to play along with me. But first, let me just show you the notes and the interval numbers as well. So here they are. In B flat major, we have B flat is the 1, C is the 2, D is the 3, E flat is 4, F 5, G is 6, A is 7, and then B flat is, of course, the 1. So those are our notes and interval numbers. Now let me just play through the scale for you real quick. I'd invite you to play this along with me. If you don't know it, just take a good look at what my hands are playing here, and feel free to rewind it if you need help with it again. So here we go, the B flat major scale. There's our scale. So if you don't know how to play that, or you don't have it really well under your fingers, then definitely make sure you play through that plenty of times before you go through the chords in this song, because you really want to know your scale before you just start jumping into everything. Okay, now with that being said, let's just go ahead and look at the chords for the song. In this song, there are 5 different chords. And so I am just going to start from B flat major, which is the 1 chord, and just kind of go up the scale through the chords. That's not, the B flat isn't the first chord in the song, but I'm just going to do it like that, and then you can figure out how to play all the chords as you read through the chord chart. So let's do that. Now, let's go through the chords, and we'll start with B flat major, which is the 1 chord again. All right, so how we're going to play that is starting with the left hand. We are going to be right here on this B flat. So on my keyboard, here's middle C. So we're going to come down here. And for the left hand, we are going to play 2 notes. And that is going to be B flat and F. And for the right hand, we're going to be right here with our pointer finger placed on middle C. But we're going to play B flat, D, F. So those 3 notes, and all together that's going to sound like this. Alright, the next chord we're going to look at is the C minor chord, which is the 2 chord in the key of B flat, and this one's on the chorus. So how we're going to play this one is going to be like this. We were just here with the left hand. We're going to move up to here, and what we are going to play for the left hand is C, G. Those 2. And then for the right hand, what we're going to do is play B flat, C, E flat. So those 3 notes like that, and all together that sounds like this. It's a nice jazzy sounding chord, you could say. Alright, so moving on to the next chord up in the scale, we have the E flat chord, which is the 4 chord in the key of B flat. So here's our E flat chord. With the left hand, we're going to jump down to here now, this position, and we are going to play this. E flat, B flat, E flat. So those three for the left hand, and then for the right hand, we're going to play B flat, E flat, F. Just like that. So altogether that looks and sounds like this. One thing you can do on this 4 chord on the E flat is instead of playing this E flat here with your ring finger, you can play the D with your middle finger. So that's going to sound like this. That gives a really beautiful jazzy sound, you could say, but it's really beautiful. Oops, sorry. With this D. So you can switch between those if you want. There's some good stuff you can do there. So there's a tip for you. And the next chord we're going to look at is F, which is the 5 chord. So for the left hand, we're going to come up to here, and we are going to play F, C, F. All right, and for the right hand, we're going to move our position a little bit. We're going to come down here with our thumb on A, and then we'll play C with the pointer finger and F with the pinky. So this is how that sounds all together. And one nice thing you can do here is you can with your right hand, you can move your thumb back and forth between the surrounding notes here on this A that our thumb is on. You can go to the G, back to the A, B flat, and that's all of course with the thumb if you keep the other 2 fingers here. So that sounds like this. You can do some nice sounding stuff there. All right, and then the last chord in the song is the G minor, and this is the 6th chord. So this is how that goes. For the left hand, we're going to play G, D, G. And then for the right hand, we are going to play B flat, D, F. So all together, that sounds like this. All right, and there you go. That is all the chords to this song, I Love Your Presence. So now you know those voicings, and you can put them all together when you're looking at the verse chords, which are just 3 chords. It's that G minor, F, E, flat. And the chorus chords as well. So I really hope that helped you out. Now let's look at one more thing, and that's going to be the rhythm if you want some help with the rhythm here. And this is my suggestion for it. So we'll take those verse chords and we'll look at those a little bit. Our starting chord in the song is the G minor. And so I'll just show you using this chord how you can do the rhythm. Now the way I like to think about rhythm usually is like these 3 different parts. First, you play all the notes together. And the second thing is you then do something with the right hand. And then lastly, you do the left hand again, one more time. And so let me explain that. And this formula that I have isn't 100% of the time. I do not do this 100% of the time. You always have to switch things up, or else you just sound like a robot, or you only have one trick up your sleeve. But this is a great way to think about rhythm, and you can do this most of the time. So here's how that goes. So we take this G minor chord for an example. Remember, that's how we play that one. That's the last chord we went over. So what we do, again, is all together. All 6 notes here. Some chords we have 5 notes, but this one we have 6. So we play them all together on the first beat. And then right after that, what we're going to want to do is do something with the right hand. And you know, there are so many possibilities here that I talk about in my book. But anyway, there's so many possibilities. You can play just the chord itself in rhythm. You can go. Or you could do some a lot of improv. Stuff like that. The possibilities are endless. But so there we have it. We have all together, and then do some right hand work. And then you might have seen it right there as I was playing through that chord right there. Then what you're going to want to do is end off playing the left hand one more time, but don't play them all at the same time. What you're going to want to do is arpeggiate them, which means play them separately, and that is from the bottom to the top. Like that. So again, we have all together, right hand, and then left hand. And all together, right hand, left hand. So that's how that works out. And sometimes if the chord changes really quick, you don't have time for all that. You just hit them all at the same time, and then you move to the next chord. Or maybe you hit them all together, and then you do a little right hand, but then you move to the next one real quick. So this is just a way you can think about it, but it's not set in stone. So let me just kind of show you, just in those verse chords a little bit, playing through those. Just take a look at what my hands are doing. See if you can see that little formula in action. All together, right hand, left hand. And I'll play them slowly for you. So here it goes. There we go, that's that. So I really hope that helps you out with the rhythm as well. And that's it. That is how you play the song I Love Your Presence, as played by Bethel Music and sung by Jenn Johnson. So I really hope this tutorial helps you out a lot in your playing. I hope you have so much fun playing and practicing this song. Now before we go real quick, I just want to tell you a little more in detail about my book, which again is called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano. And that's exactly what it gives you. And in the book, what I give you is 3 keys that will transform your playing. And this is how I think about playing when I'm playing worship songs. And those keys are this. The first one is all about the left hand. What you should play for the left hand, what you should not play for the left hand, where you can play and where you should not play as well. And just a great system for that. And then the next key, section 2, is all about the right hand, the best way to think about that, and how that works together with the left hand as well. And then the third key, which is definitely my favorite, hands down, is an amazing system for improv that is actually foolproof. It's fail-proof. You really cannot make a mistake or hit a sour note or a bad sounding note in improv if you just follow the system that I give you there. And I'm serious. I mean it. You can try it out for yourself, but it's such a great system. It's based off the major scale, and it's really not that hard at all. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is just understand the major scale, and then it's so easy from there. All right, so that's that. I hope that if you check out the book, that if you end up getting it, that it'll really help you out in your playing. I'm so sure it will. And if for some reason it doesn't, then you also have a 100% money back guarantee if you feel you need to do that. So this is a safe purchase. I just want you to succeed in your journey with piano and worship. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing time playing this song, and even more, an amazing time worshiping Jesus. So thanks for watching, and God bless.